We continue our team coverage with our special coverage of breaking news. An officer shot in I-70 East at Mound Street. Whitehall police say this all started after suspects stole a Porsche at gunpoint, then tried to rob a bank in West Columbus. And just within the last few minutes, we've learned that officer is expected to be okay.
10 TV's Lacey Crisp joins us live now from the area around Mound Street. Lacey?
Well, yeah, as you said, this all started around 2:15 this afternoon in Whitehall. What Whitehall police tell us is that armed suspects who were wearing a mask went into the Porsche dealership there and they demanded the keys to a Porsche. Whitehall police say they then followed that stolen Porsche to Hilliard Rome Road, where they say those same suspects then robbed the Fifth Third Bank. Now, Whitehall police tried to stop that stolen Porsche. They tell me that stolen Porsche rammed at least one of the Whitehall police vehicles. Listen to what Whitehall police had to say about how this all went down.
I can tell you this incident started out as an armed robbery in Whitehall. This is one of our car dealerships. We had a very violent takeover style robbery. At least one suspect entered the business with a ski mask, displaying a pistol with a high capacity magazine, and demanded a key to one of the Porsche vehicles. Our detectives were very quickly able to track this Porsche down. We tracked it to the Hilliard area. We had learned that as we tracked it down, they were in the process of committing a bank robbery. And from there, a police pursuit ensued.
Yeah, so they tracked that stolen Porsche to this area near Mound in 70. That's when Columbus police say there was an exchange of gunfire. We know one officer was struck. He was injured. Columbus police tell us that that officer's partner actually drove him to Grant. Columbus police also tell us that one of those suspects died here at the scene. But here's the most important part. Two of those suspects are still on the run right now. This is still very much an active situation. I can tell you BCI is here. They're going to investigate the officer-involved portion of this incident. And I can tell you the Columbus Police SWAT team, the Columbus Police helicopter, they've all been in the area looking for these suspects. Reporting live, Lacey Crisp, 10 TV News.
All right, thank you, Lacey. And that is one of the reasons we're still on the air tonight, because of that continuing threat with those two suspects still out in that area. Right now, I-70 closed near Mound Street in both directions, and police say it will be closed for at least the next couple of hours. And this is closed because they didn't even want the media in that area, because they cannot ensure your safety in that area, because these two suspects are still on the run. A third suspect is deceased at the scene. So let's look at how wide this shutdown currently is.
Yeah, this all unfolded during the heart of rush hour. This map has changed dramatically within the last 30 minutes or so. You can see more green, which means there's some good news here as opposed to what we saw about 30 minutes ago. The red there on your screen, that is still I-70. If you look at the top of your screen, 670. That's the way to go to get around the road closure there on I-70. I'll zoom in here to show you the active area, the shutdown area. I-70 east and westbound there at Mound Street closed and will be, police tell us, for the next 4 to 5 hours. This is also an active search area, so if you live in this area, you can expect to hear a helicopter in the area and police throughout that area as they work to track down these two additional suspects that they hope to catch soon.
Well, tonight we are just receiving the two 911 calls in Whitehall during the robbery at the Byers Automotive dealership.
Yeah, we've just finished listening to them, and take a listen to what we've chosen to air that provides more context of what happened here. Listen.
Gun with a face mask, and he's in there pointing a gun at people trying to get keys. He got a 33 round clip. He's headed back towards Whitehall from, nope. He just turned. He's going back towards the airport.
All right, 10 TV's Richard Solomon has an update now from Columbus Police. He's joining us live from Grant Hospital right now. That's where that officer who was shot was taken. Richard?
Well, Yolanda, Andrew, I have learned since that officer that was shot was in surgery for the last few hours, is now expected to be okay. Just within the last few minutes or so, I saw a bunch of officers walk into that emergency center. We're hoping that is a good sign. But since we've been out here, you know, obviously when officers first got here, it was very, very tense, right? They don't know what's going on. But since they've learned that news, since we've learned that news, it's calmed down a little bit. But Bill, my photographer, is pointing the camera right here because police have this area blocked off. Officers tell me that the officer that was shot was brought here by their partner in a police cruiser. We believe that cruiser on your screen is the vehicle that that officer was brought in. Again, that officer, we are told by police, is expected to be okay. That is good news out of this crazy situation. And in a few minutes or so, actually at 7:15, we are anticipating to learn more new information from police, from the FOP in a press conference. And of course, once we get that, we'll keep you updated online and on air. But for now, reporting live at Grant Medical Center, I'm 10 TV's Richard Solomon. Yolanda, Andrew.
All right, thank you, Richard. And again, let's take another look at I-70. Both lanes of I-70, both eastbound and westbound, closed near Mound Street there. Police say it will be closed for at least the next couple of hours. So if you need to go that way, you're going to have to go a different direction because this is not going to be open to you. We're going to look at just how wide the shutdown is currently. And if you look here, Andrew, explain this. You've been following this with the red there and what all that is.
That is I-70 east and westbound closed there at Mound Street. You see there, if you're making your way out of the city, trying to head west of town, you're not going to be able to do that because the road is closed right there at 71. You can't head east. They're forcing you off there on Central. So take 670 to make your way east or west of the city tonight.
All right, so there's a lot of information to take in here.
So let's do a recap of what we know right now. Columbus police confirming one officer has been shot and is currently stable at Grant Medical Center. A suspect dead. 2 other suspects remain on the run at this hour.
We don't know the officer's condition at this point, but we're told he's going to be okay. He had surgery, and we will come back on the air around 7:15 if that is when this news conference from Columbus Police Headquarters takes place. We'll have an update for you, and we'll come back on the air for that.
Again, a very fluid situation. We are here for you here on air, online at 10tv.com and on the 10TV News app.